if you can't reach a compromise, we should set this bill aside and start over. Now, let's say the bill passes as is. If Democrats take back the House in the 2026 midterms, what is the party's ability to claw back some of the more damaging parts of the bill at that point in time?
Well, I mean, a lot of damage will have been done, but you can definitely change eligibility so that we're bringing, a lot of those people, or most of those people, or really all of them, back into the Medicaid coverage window. You can make sure that you undo the SNAP changes so that nutrition assistance is available again. We can make sure that we eliminate the student loan changes, which are terrible, that are going to hurt really a lot of students who are trying to get a higher education, and they've severely restricted student loan access in this bill. We can undo those changes. And there's also a whole lot of other things. We can undo the clean energy tax credits that they are eliminating over time in this bill. That's going to drive people's energy costs up. It's going to make the United States energy industry less competitive. There's a whole lot of things that if we win the majority in November of 2026, which I believe we will, because I think there'll be a backlash to this decision if this becomes law. But there'll be damage that will have been done. I mean, between when this bill becomes law, if it does, and when we win the majority back, there will be people who will have died. There will be rural hospitals that will have been closed and likely won't reopen, and nursing homes too. And people who are in those rural areas already have a difficult time getting access to healthcare because of how far away some of these facilities are. If the ones that are closer close, they're going to really be in trouble.
So what are the next steps for Democrats at this point, and especially with messaging? What are you hearing from your colleagues, and what do you yourself plan to do in the coming days and weeks?
For us, what we're doing is we're doing everything we can to amend this bill. We had, hundreds of amendments that Democrats filed to this legislation last night that we presented at the Rules Committee. Maggie, all of them were rejected by Republicans, every single one, because they are hell-bent on taking care of their billionaire donors and hell-bent on taking healthcare away from 17 million people and nutrition assistance from several million more than that. The cruelty seems to be the point. And so we've got to get the message out. We're doing social media. We are presenting amendments. We're holding town hall meetings. We're using the procedural motions we have available to us on the House floor to try to slow this down. Because the more that we can put the brakes on this legislation, then the more we can get the word out about the really terrible provisions that are in it and how badly it'll hurt people, so that they can put pressure on the Republicans that represent them and try to get them to vote no. Unfortunately, though, Maggie, honestly, a lot of particularly these House Freedom Caucus extremist Republicans, they're against the bill because they don't think it's tough enough. So they actually have members that are voting against it because it doesn't have deep enough cuts. And some of them are against it because of how big the deficit is blown in this bill when, they've pretended for years that they care about that.